Welcome on into this week's episode of Guy vs. Girl. I am Will Ortner. Kat Baye is wrong again, obviously. But what is she wrong about this week? Let's find out. Parks and Rec versus The Office. Now, I, your humble newsman, Will, have obviously chosen to say that The Office is the best show when it comes to Parks and Rec versus The Office. Kat has the wrong opinion that Parks and Rec is better. So, Kat, since you are the challenger, I will let you go first. You know, I'm what do they call that? I respect. I can't think of the word right now.
You're chivalrous.
Yes, chivalry is not dead. I'm going to let you go first, and you tell me why I'm wrong.
Okay. So, let's see. Parks and Rec is superior because of many reasons. The first reason being Chris Pratt. Second reason being Amy Poehler. Third reason, Audrey Plaza. Fourth reason, Rashida Jones. I guess she's in The Office too, but...
Yeah, so that's a point for me also.
Okay, but she has a way bigger role in Parks and Rec. And Tom Haverford. I don't know his actual name. He's the treat.
Oh, Aziz Ansari.
Yes, his name.
You don't get a point for that.
Okay, whatever. Tom Haverford, the treat yourself guy. He's amazing.
No, you don't get a point for Aziz Ansari because of Me Too.
But treat yourself is like, and of course Nick Offerman. Who doesn't love Ron Swanson? For the longest
I'll
time,
just give you that one.
Yeah, for the longest time, I actually thought his name was Ron Swanson. Like, I thought Ron Swanson was a person. So there's that. Like, when he came to Central to be a comedian, I was like, you mean Ron Swanson? And they're like, no, Nick Offerman. And I was like, wait, what? But anyway.
I'll give you Ron Swanson is greatness. But if you get to claim Rashida Jones, I also claim Rashida Jones.
Okay.
She was fantastic as Karen. Did she only have one season? Yes, but she was a bright and shining star. And let's be real. Ron Swanson, it doesn't get much better than Ron, except for maybe one person by the name of Michael G. Scott. Steve Carell played the funniest boss of all time. It doesn't get any better than Steve Carell as Michael Scott. Like, I know Space Force is coming, and they're going to try to replicate it. It's not going to work because he was so good as this lovable idiot who was like, he just did everything wrong, but he did it in like a sweet, lighthearted way. He tried to teach everyone about diversity, and he meant well, but he did it absolutely wrong. Who can forget when he tried to take care of Phyllis on Women's Appreciation Day and did it exactly wrong? But he tried, and everything that he did was, honest to God, him trying to do right by the people in the show. He was fantastic. He made the show. He was on the show for 7 seasons, 6.5, whatever you want to say, and he was perfect. And I say by himself, Michael Scott trounces Parks and Rec.
No. I also think that, I don't know, Michael Scott kind of makes me angry, like, all the time.
Oh, give an example, like the gookie thing or whatever.
He doesn't understand social cues. I guess that's a good way to put it.
But that's what makes him endearing.
No.
Him hating Toby is the best thing ever.
The best thing ever is when Chris Pratt, Andy Dwyer, plays the guitar with 5,000 candles in the wind for the little Sebastian memorial.
For a horse?
For a horse. Yeah, but also one thing that I think Parks and Rec has over The Office, guest stars.
The Office has some pretty fantastic ones.
Yeah, let's name a couple.
The hunk that is Idris Elba. Are you kidding me? You're telling me you don't want some of Idris Elba?
I'm sure that I would know this person if I saw a picture of them, but I'm not sure who it is.
Oh, okay. Yep. You have to watch 1, The Wire, and 2, Hobbs and Shaw. That's on HBO. Go watch that. No free shout-outs, HBO. Let's talk about Will Ferrell was on The Office.
Pretty good one.
He's fantastic. I believe the great Patrice O'Neill is one of the – I believe he's one of the he works with Daryl. He's one of the office workers. Timothy Oliphant. You want to talk about hot? Timothy Oliphant is smoking.
See, I don't
There's
know
all
any
kinds of
people.
You don't know who Timothy Oliphant is?
No. But do you know who guest starred on Parks and Rec?
The show you can't even remember the show name.
No,
That's why The Office
I can.
wins.
I just spaced. Michelle Obama, which is pretty cool. I mean, regardless of political party.
Half of the country doesn't like her. Half of the country doesn't like her.
Okay, regardless of political party, having the
Michelle Obama
show is amazing. Number 2, Joe Biden, also probably bad to bring up right now. But
half of the country doesn't like her. You keep bringing up all these Me Too survivors. What's going on here?
I'm not. Also, it's okay. It's different because Parks and Rec is political. That's the thing. It's like about being in government politics. So it's kind of hard to get away from that. There's also a lot of other characters as well. But anyway. All right, that was a good topic, even though I didn't know half the people you were talking about. But it's fine.
Well, look, do yourself a favor, Kat. Tonight, Google Idris Elba, Google Timothy Oliphant. You'll go, ooh, Will was right.
Okay.
I'm just saying, there's some hots that have been in on The Office. Well, and then I do think it's fair you talk about that. You talk about, all the different guest stars. But I think when you just look at pure great episodes, I think The Office wins those as well. Each season, especially through the first 7, there was something fantastic going on. You had, you're going through The Office, you have Diversity Day, where Michael tries to take over because he doesn't think that the diversity coach who comes in, Larry Wilmore, another great guest star, did a good job.
This episode, by the way.
So it's a fantastic episode. You're laughing the whole time, Mon.
Or you're seriously disturbed.
I think you do, Mon. I think you're bad at driving. Oh, man. Am I a woman?
Oh, man. Yikes. Yeah.
Look.
This has already been said.
I'm just saying, in pure episodes, so if you go down the line and you look at pure episodes, each season has something fantastic. You've got the Dundies. You've got Casino Night, where you learn that Jim and Pam, they're finally going to try, but it doesn't work out. Pam turns him down. She's still going to try to go with Roy. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work out. And so...
Spoiler alert, The Office has the problem of dragging out relationships.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong. Look, you're telling me that in real life you've never had a relationship get dragged out? Because I have. And you know what? I related right to it. I understood completely. Now, at the end, did it work out when my relationships got dragged out? No. But I'm still looking for my Pam. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'm still looking for my Ben Wyatt or my Chris Traeger because I love Rob Lowe.
He's a very pretty man. I'll give you that. He's a hot. I'll give you he's a hot.
Love Chris Traeger. He's one of my favorite characters for sure.
Literally?
Literally.
He's literally your favorite character?
Oh, good. Cracks me up. See, what else do we need to talk about? Yeah, the other amazing thing is Bert Macklin, the FBI agent. He's pretty great. In fact,
over my head.
I'm going to be him for Halloween this year. So Chris Pratt plays this character who is Andy Dwyer, and then he has like a alter ego named Bert Macklin, and he's an FBI agent, and it's hilarious. And then he becomes Johnny Crook, which is even better.
Oh, okay.
It's a good time.
I'll give you some of that. I think when you look at the shows as a whole, right? They're same creator. Same kind of crew, same kind of idea, single camera. You've got great ensemble cast in both. I think that when you just look, for me personally, I think when you look at the ensemble cast as a whole, I think there's deeper characters in The Office. I mean, the great Creed Bratton, he won't be in an episode for like 10 episodes, and then all of a sudden he'll hit you with some fantastic old man smell material, like, oh, I sprout dung beans and I eat it and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's fantastic. There's so many great characters that I just think when you look at the cast as a whole, you look at the episodes, and then when you look at the leading man or lady in the case of Parks and Rec, like, no offense to Amy Poehler, she just is no Steve Carell. Very funny.
They're pretty even, but I don't know. I think they're both like at the top tier of like the SNL background comedy situation. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'll give you that. I mean,
underground. That's what I meant, not background.
Yeah. Steve Carell, I mean, they kind of come from similar. Steve Carell came from The Daily Show, and Amy Poehler came from SNL. And look, they're both hilarious people, but I do give my side to the great Michael Scott. And look, I mean, I get it. I'm taking a shot out here, but you know what they say, Kat? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott, Will Ortner.
Love it. I love that. I will.
Perfect.
In my opinion, I think that The Office has a little bit more of a crude humor, as to where Parks and Recreation is a little bit more lighthearted. I think that I agree. I like both shows, but I think for my personal taste, I would rather watch Parks and Rec. But we'll agree to disagree.
Well, and that's fair, and that's the beauty of this show, because, Kat, the people make us right. They're the ones who decide whether I'm right or you're right. So if you like Parks and Rec and you're crazy, please side with Kat. Have fun. If you're smart and you understand what's going on in the world, you like a little Crudy Giuliani humor, come and join my side with The Office. But it's all up to you guys. Make sure that you go out, you vote on the poll, you like it. I don't know what our media team's doing. I just know that they're doing something with it because I see it on my Instagram and Twitter. So make sure to go and go follow Kat and I if you would like to. And most importantly, come back next week when Kat and I debate about how she's wrong about something and I am right about it. Thank you so much for tuning in to Guy vs. Girl.